So this is what I have to contend with while I'm trying to repair our well pump. Oh, and now you decide to get down. Did you decide to get down now? Did you? Wow, this thing's a mess. This capacitor just blew right on out. Here's what's left of the capacitor. That sucks. Hey everybody, Matt with TheLowCashHomestead. We blew the capacitor out of our well controller. You can see that it's just completely gone, and I have a cat climbing on me. Not now, kitty, kitty, kitty. Not now, kitty. So there's our controller. Here's what's left of the capacitor that's inside the controller. That capacitor's totally blown out. So I went to go get a new capacitor, and what I find out is that when the capacitor blows, it usually blows this relay here. So we ended up going and getting another control box. This is my second control box in 5 years. Excuse me, this is the second control box that I've had to change in 5 years. The first control box was with the original well pump that was here, which was bad. And we had that done. They used the same controller. And then a year later, we put in this control box when that control blew out. Wouldn't you know that the warranty on this control box here had just ended, and then it blew out. So one of the things that was cautioning me was this is a 3/4 horsepower controller, and what was cautioning me I went to an electrical supply house this time rather than going to Buckeyes or something like that. And one of the things they told me is that Kitty won't stop climbing on me while I'm trying to work. Oversizing the controller can actually cause some problems. And now, look at this. Okay, I'm just gonna have to switch this so you guys can see this real quick. So this is what I have to contend with while I'm trying to repair our well pump. Oh, and now you decide to get down. Did you decide to get down now? Did you? We have two little kitties, and they are from the same litter, and their name is Lost and Cause. Oh, now you decide to not want to be on me. Okay, so that's Lost. This one's Lost, and I don't know where Cause is right now. But anyway, he's climbing on me while I'm trying to work. All right, so basically we're going to change out these controllers. I have my fluke right here. I have my fluke meter right here. We're just going to very quickly, now I know that I shut the breaker off, but I don't want to be hit with 240. And so we're just going to verify that we're off. Okay, so we got 83.6 milliamps. So that power's off. So we're basically, I'm going to switch this line by line because I meant to, when I put this controller in, I added these wires and I wanted to use different colors. My God, can you get off of me for a second? I wanted to use different colored lines, but I didn't have any. All I had left was red and black, so I ended up just using all red. So I'm just going to go line by line and switch them out into this new controller here. I'll talk to you again when I got that done. This is Matt with TheLowCashHomestead. Today I'm fixing our well controller. Thank you very much. Have a good day. I swear this cat won't get off of me. No matter how many times I push Lost away, and now he's actually got his nose in my butt. Get your nose out of my butt. Get your nose out of my butt while Dave's trying to fix the water. Okay, so there we have the case wired up into the bus bar. Line 1 and line 2, ground, red, yellow, and black, which I did extend because there wasn't a whole lot of lead down in the pump casing. So there's our pump casing, and we have everything wired into it. And then when you put these on in these controllers, they just kind of snap in. So these blades go down into that bus bar and make all the connections. All right, so we're going to get this all put back together. We'll reconnect the pressure switch because I bypassed the pressure switch for testing the system and working my way through the system to determine what the problem was. So then we'll go hook the pressure switch up. And pressure switches do fail. I've had one fail in 5 years. So my first step is to, check the pressure switch and bypass the pressure switch and see if I get anything on the gauges when we turn the circuits on for the well. That not being the case, I worked out here, worked my way out into here where we found that blown out capacitor and that relay, which you can see a little bit right there, has some discoloration on it, so we probably blew that relay too. So that's, you know, 85 bucks I didn't plan on spending today, but you gotta do it. This is Matt with Low Cash Homestead. We'll get this all put back together and then we should be in business. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Hey everybody, Matt with Low Cash Homestead. So last night, and it probably won't be last night by the time that this video is posted, but we did a live and I had found out something cool, and that cool thing that I found out was that I had given some potatoes to my son, and he had given them to his ag lab teacher, who then grew them, and they pulled out about 20 gallons of really, actually very large potatoes, and they all came from potatoes that the Low Cash Homestead had supplied to the school's ag lab. So, you know, I'm pretty excited about that. Here's another bit of information. So today, I went to go get my youngest one, who is not old enough to ride the bus yet. And so I went and got her from school, and I was talking to the ag lab teacher again. And what I found out today is that the home ec kids, the 6th graders, actually cooked and made French fries and mashed potatoes out of the purple Adirondack potatoes that my son had given to his ag lab teacher that I grew. So I grew the purple Adirondack potatoes. He kept some of them as seed potatoes, gave them to his ag lab teacher, which they then grew, and now the home ec kids in 6th grade have cooked and made purple French fries and purple mashed potatoes out of the purple Adirondacks that came from right here, the Low Cash Homestead. I just find that to be cool. And what I found out is that tomorrow, the purple French fries and purple mashed potatoes that originated way back here at the Low Cash Homestead will be fed to the school. And so we're going to find out. You know, I mean, this is a string of production, you know, and it was totally unexpected. My kid said, hey, can I have these? And I thought he was going to just stash them somewhere and eat them. But he didn't. He gave them to his ag lab, and now all those potatoes are, well, they were used for educational purposes, and they get to be eaten. So the seed potatoes that I had were grown into plants for the ag lab, and then they were taken to the kitchen labs for the home ec kids, and then they're going to be served to the rest of the school. Right here at the Low Cash Homestead. Thank you very much. Have a good night.